To obey is better than sacrifice. By Nameless Saint. Obedience is a critical aspect of our relationship with God. It is a constant reminder that we must follow God's will and obey His commands. While sacrifice is important, obedience is even more critical. Here are 5 reasons why obedience is better than sacrifice. 1. Obedience demonstrates our love for God. In the book of John, Jesus tells His disciples, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." John chapter 14 verse 15. Obedience is a demonstration of our love for God. By obeying His commands, we show Him that we love Him and are committed to following His will. 2. Obedience leads to blessings. In the book of Deuteronomy, God promises blessings to those who obey His commands. Moses tells the Israelites, "And if you faithfully obey the voice of the Lord your God, being careful to do all His commandments that I command you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you, if you obey the voice of the Lord your God." Deuteronomy chapter 28 verses 1 to 2. 3. Obedience protects us from harm. God's commands are not arbitrary rules. They are designed to protect us from harm. When we obey God, we avoid the consequences of sin. In the book of Proverbs, Solomon writes, "Whoever heeds instruction is on the path to life, but he who rejects reproof leads others astray." Proverbs chapter 10 verse 17. 4. Obedience brings us closer to God. When we obey God, we draw closer to Him. In the book of James, we are told, "Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you." James chapter 4 verse 8. Obedience is an essential component of our relationship with God. When we obey His commands, we show Him that we are committed to following His will and growing closer to Him. 5. Obedience is an act of worship. Obedience is an act of worship. In the book of Romans, Paul writes, "I appeal to you therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship." Romans chapter 12 verse 1. When we obey God, we are offering Him the sacrifice of our lives. We are demonstrating that He is worthy of our devotion and obedience. In conclusion, obedience is better than sacrifice because it demonstrates our love for God. Some Christians speak, "Jesus is coming back soon," but act like He will never return. God doesn't need our money, He wants our life. He doesn't need our Wednesday night and Sunday morning, He wants us 24/7, 7 days a week. If we can't come to Him every day, don't bother coming at all. So let us strive to live a life of obedience to God, knowing that it is what He desires from us. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy watching this video, kindly consider sharing and subscribing to my channel. New content is posted daily. Thank you, and may God bless you.